Okay, this is the aileron bell crank here. A couple of videos back, I posed the question about drilling a hole through this main structure and into the bell crank itself in order to set the rigging angle. Now, what I mean by that is this wedge is meant to be 11 degrees. It's meant to go in here somewhere, like maybe like this, and it sets the angle of this bell crank at 11 degrees to this rib. 11 degrees is the magic number that gives the correct differential aileron. So the ailerons don't move the same amount up as they do down, and that 11 degrees will make sure that the ailerons move correctly. So I have decided to put a rigging pin. A pin will be much easier to install once there's fabric covering this. Putting that wedge in there now is a piece of cake. You saw what I just did. It takes a few seconds. But when the only bit you've got to work with is the plate underneath this bell crank. We've got some glider operations on the field today. When you've only got that little hatch to work through, putting that wedge in could prove difficult. Whereas putting a pin in from underneath that'll go through the bell crank and through the structural should be much easier. So what I did was I made this little, just a drilling block that'll, if I put it right here on the structural, and I've drilled a hole through it on my pedestal drill, so the hole is 90 degrees to the block. That'll be a drilling guide in order to drill down through the structural and then also on through the bell crank. So that's the intention. That's what I intend doing, and that's what you'll see in just a few seconds. Okay, what we're going to be aware of is that the drilling guide is hard up against the back of this structure, and it's also hard up against this this saddle, which it is right there and right there. Now I can hold that in position while I drill through. Yeah, with a long series drill. Down through there. Out through the bottom. And through the bell crank. There we go, done. Just to close this out, here's the bell crank. This is the view from underneath the aeroplane. We'll take our drill bit, which is now our rigging pin. It should fit through that hole, through the other hole, and up through the top. Or up my arm, whichever comes first. Probably easier with the pointy end. Where are we? Right there. Through the bell crank, through the structural, and out the other side of the structural. And there it is. There it is installed. And that should give us 11 degrees between this and the rib. And just to double check that, here's our piece of wood, and it should fit perfectly. Look at that. Once that's fitted up perfectly at 11 degrees, the aileron should be in the stream position. In other words, parallel with the airflow. Or lined up with the trailing edge of the wing. This is the aileron. And also lined up with the wingtip, which the wingtip's still under construction, so don't look too closely at that. There you go, there's the rigging pin. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. There's a wedge at 11 degrees. They're probably virtually as easy as each other to put in, to install. I just had to have a pin rather than a piece of wood. That's it. Well done.